The Ninjago 2025 sets have been off to a flying start, and there has been a really good wave released in January, but in March we did receive 2 more, and one of them being the Thunderfang Dragon of Chaos set, which released with 668 pieces and was one of the options I gave in a vote that I asked you guys on what set you would like me to review next. Because if you guys aren't aware, on my channel I like to do a lot of polls and a lot of questions to involve you guys in the videos, and also so you guys can receive more content that you want to see. And this was the winner between this and the Zane mech set. So that might be the next one coming up if you guys do want it, and let me know if you do. But like I said, this video is going to be talking about Thunderfang and the set he comes in itself. And like I usually do, I'm going to start off with the box, which is, well, pretty good. There's not much really more you could say about it. It has a nice demonstration on what the set is. Ninjago has become very consistent with how their sets look or how the boxes look, so it's just a nice looking one. I don't really have much of note to say about it. Although actually I will point out one thing, which is of course on the top right they tend to show the focus of the season, and this one represents Zane. So with any luck, Zane's going to get some love in Dragon's Rising Season 3. So little side note, not to do with the set, so let's actually do what you guys came here for. And once everything's out the box and you build it all up, you have Thunderfang himself. And I have to say, he's a really good looking build. Honestly reminded me a lot of Godzilla in a lot of ways, but overall, he's constructed really well. He is interesting because unlike a lot of dragons, he does have a very unique posture. He's not a dragon that I would find myself displaying on all 4. But here's the thing, he still has those qualities of a dragon, and I have to say he does it really well. The wings look absolutely amazing. I've never really been the biggest fan of these just sheet kind of wings, but I've honestly come more around to it over the time, and I have to say this is probably one of my favorite variants of it. The purple and the red go beautifully together. But to be honest, that is kind of just my point for the entirety of the build itself. Honestly, the red and the purple go together lovely, and it really does give this chaotic look, which obviously is what they were going for, and I'm glad that it came across quite well. He has a lot of chains on him as well, and this big necklace to obviously represent the fact that he's been captured, and well, that is definitely going to come into play with the side build of this set, but all the chains do bring a very interesting aspect, and as far as I'm aware they can be removed, so it's just a nice little extra aspect to it. So if you want to display him captured or not, that is up to you. But personally speaking, I do think the chains are a very interesting touch, and certainly makes him very unique looking. But like I said, that does lead us through to the side build, which is this little tower with a chaotic flag on it. And well, the main purpose of this is of course to attach one of the chains to it, and the prismatic blades that you get in the set, 2 of them go in, and then you could release the blade, which of course is going to play into the season itself, so it's nice to see it represented. But honestly, I wish we got one more for the other arm, but unfortunately, we just don't have one. But funnily enough, this is an official instance where I will probably actually display the side build for the set, because I do think I will display Thunderfang with the chains on him fully and also connected to it, which is honestly a rare instance because most sets I tend to not display the little tiny side builds with them, because you're obviously getting it for the main set and for me also the minifigures. But the thing is that this honestly does just coincide with it quite well, and honestly, it's just a nice touch. But let's actually talk about the minifigures, and there are 6 that come in this set, and 5 of them I really do like, but there's one of them that very much stands out, and I think you can guess which one. Sora does come in as the only one that I do not like, and I have to say, it is because she is a complete reuse of her Season 1 look, but obviously just having the hairpiece, or the more accurate hairpiece specifically, which I am thankful for because I did need an extra one in my collection, but honestly, I just really wish they wouldn't do this. The thing is that the other set, or the Zane Titan mech set, funnily enough, does come with a version of Sora which obviously reuses a lot of Season 1 pieces, but at least comes with the new helmet piece, or the new mask piece, and I really like that variant. That's the version I'm going to display with the rest of my Season 3 Ninja, not this one. This one's going to go with my Season 1 collection, so it's one of those ones where I'm glad I have it, I'm glad I have the extra pieces, but honestly, I really wish they just came out with a different variant of her. But if you don't have her, solid way of getting her, because the rest of the set is amazing. But let's actually get into the ones I like. Let's start off with the villains of the set, and the first one of course being Tia, who I've talked about in a previous video. If you haven't seen that, check it out. he is one of the Dragonian warriors, and I have to say, he is a very nice looking warrior. I have to say, my Dragonian warrior army is filling out quite nicely. I'm looking at them right now, and they do look fantastic. And this, of course, is just another instance of a really good looking minifigure. His main accessory being just a standard blade. There's nothing overly impressive about it, but honestly, it does fit in with the aesthetic quite nicely. So, he is just another very solid minifigure who just has a lot of amazing printing, has an amazing bit of armor, the head print, the wings, just everything about it is absolutely fantastic, and definitely one of the better armies that we've gotten in Dragon's Rising. So, another one to the collection, I really do not mind, because this is certainly one that I want to have plenty of. But the other villain of this set, and I think the biggest one that people were excited for this year, is of course Noct, and this is the second instance where you are able to get your hands on him, so it's nice to have another option, and this is technically the cheapest way of getting him. He looks absolutely amazing, I have to say. The printing on him is absolutely fantastic. Everything about it just looks amazing. He's got some amazing shoulder pads, he's got an amazing head print, everything about it is stellar. The colors are great, just, yeah. But there is just one issue with him. He has got no cape, and I have to say, I really do wish they added a cape for him for this season, because it would have been a really nice little touch and also would have made him fully show accurate. But unfortunately, we just never got one. But if you do want to just buy an extra cape just to have it on him, definitely do it, because it will complete the look. And it's probably one I'm going to have to do because I don't have any spare capes around. So it's unfortunate that I'm going to have to spend money basically to find a completed variant of Noct. But it's one of those ones where it's still fine nonetheless. But again, just another amazing minifigure. And I guess technically speaking, the final villain of this set is actually going to be Aaron himself. And I have to say, this is definitely going to be one of my favorite variants of him amongst all the ones that we have received. Feeling very reminiscent of his Season 1 look because it does reuse some of the pieces, although this one does have a much darker look to it, incorporating some black and a bit of purple. I think this is an amazing version of Aaron that really does stand out in any collection. This is how you do it right. Take note, Sora, basically, because this is one of those things where, even though he is very similar to the Season 1 look, it is a complete departure, and it's just one that is really cool looking, and one that definitely looks good in any Ninjago collection, and it's definitely one that I'm very happy for owning. The funny thing is that this is one of two variants that we did get of Aaron for this wave, because we do have one that comes with the same ninja mask that the rest of them do all come with, and it's interesting. I don't personally own that variant, because I do believe this is going to be the one that's canon to the season, so this is going to be my Aaron for Season 3. And honestly, if you do want one that's more in line with the ninja, definitely get the other one. But personally speaking, I don't think I'm going to bother because he comes in that weird little spinner pack. But yeah, this, in my opinion, is the definitive variant of Aaron for the season, and if you're looking for a Dragon's Rising Season 3 collection, this is definitely going to be it. But that just brings us to the ninja of the set, and we have got Nia and we've got Lloyd. So let me start with Nia first, because I've already spoken to her in the previous video that I already mentioned. But she is still just another fantastic looking minifigure. I'm very curious to see how they utilize this new looking technological armor approach, but as minifigures, the print is fantastic, I love the incorporation of colors, and I just like the overall look. It's definitely nice to have an extra one, also having an extra bit of that armor for when I eventually have to put it on my Kai, but the thing is that this is just a nice variant of Nia to have, especially extra of, and it gives me the opportunity to display her in a different way to how I display the rest of my Ninjago minifigures. So it's a nice little addition. If I did have any of the other ninja in here, it would have been nice, even though I now own all the Season 3 minifigures, funnily enough, apart from Kai. But the thing is, it's just nice to have extra. I don't mind having it at all. It's just another nice one to have, just in case essentially for me. But if you're buying this one and you haven't got a Nia, you won't be disappointed. But last up, we've got Lloyd. And I have to say, I prefer Nia in this instance. He's a good looking minifigure, don't get me wrong. He shares the exact same design prints, it's just in his colors. And I have to say, I just don't think they flow too well. I think it's something to do with the hands. I just think he probably could have used with a different shade of green for the hands. I don't know. Maybe take more inspiration from his Dragon's Rising Season 1 look, but that's just personally me. But other than that, he is an amazing looking minifigure, I have to say. It's one of those ones where it's just a nice little small detail that I think would have been better in a different color, but overall, still just another nice looking one. But he does look fantastic with Nia and also with the other ninja from this season, and he doesn't exactly look like a bad one of the bunch. Like I said, I just think the color should have been a little little different. But again, just another amazing addition to any Ninjago collection, I have to say. So honestly, in terms of the minifigures of this set, you are laughing, I have to say. You've got a very solid little range of minifigures overall. But let's actually talk about an overall. But yes, overall, this is a fantastic Ninjago set, and one I'm very happy to have gotten for the March wave of sets. And I'm going to be honest, I definitely recommend it to anyone who is looking for Thunderfang or any of these minifigures in general. Of course, in the UK, it is retailing for $64.99, and it is a bit of a high price for a Ninjago set, especially one that does have 600 pieces, but by all accounts, it's got some main villains, it's got a lot of the main characters from the ninja side, it's got a lot of good aspects, and it's definitely one that helps fill out any collection. So if you are willing to spend that money, definitely do it. But if you are after the minifigures, ultimately I would say just use Bricklink. But that is definitely my look at the Thunderfang Dragon of Chaos set, and let me know what you guys think of it. But that is about it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, take care, okay, bye!